Do you ever feel like you're capable of so much more? Like there's a version of you, a stronger, bolder, more successful version just waiting to be unleashed, but you're held back by a quiet voice of doubt? We spend so much of our lives playing it safe, listening to our fears, and settling for a good enough life. But what if good enough is keeping you from a life that is truly awesome? In her best-selling book, You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life, author Jen Sincero provides a powerful, funny, and refreshingly direct guide to waking up your inner rock star. In this video, we're going to dive deep into every single chapter, giving you a detailed summary of the core concepts and actionable steps you can take to transform your reality. So if you're ready to get over your excuses, embrace your inner power, and finally start living the life you've always suspected you deserve, then stay right where you are. Your journey to becoming a badass starts now. Introduction. Jen Sincero begins by admitting her initial skepticism toward the self-help world, which she found cheesy and desperate. Despite a life that was pretty well on the surface, she felt deeply unimpressed with her reality, constantly questioning if her lukewarm existence was the best she could do. The core of her frustration was the gap between knowing she was a total rock star deep down and the low-level minutiae that consumed her daily life. The book's central message is introduced here. To transform your life, you must shift from merely wanting to change to deciding to change. This decision requires a total commitment, doing whatever it takes, pushing past fear, and believing in the not yet seen. Sincero shares her own journey of investing money she didn't have into coaches and seminars, which ultimately led her to triple her income and create a life she loves. The book is a guide to help you make that same shift, embrace a world of limitless possibilities, and create the life you truly desire.
Consciously want one thing, like wealth, but subconsciously believe it will bring us pain, causing us to drive with one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake. The first step to change is becoming aware of these hidden, limiting beliefs. Chapter 2. The G Word. Sincero tackles the concept of a higher power, rebranding God with terms like source energy, the universe, or the mother lode to avoid religious baggage. The core idea is that everything in the universe, including ourselves and our desires, is energy vibrating at a specific frequency. According to the law of attraction, like vibrations attract like vibrations. To manifest high-frequency experiences like joy and abundance, you must raise your own frequency to match them. The universe doesn't respond to what you say you want. It responds to the vibration you are actually emitting. Mastering your energy is the key to creating your desired reality. Chapter 3. Present as a Pigeon. This chapter emphasizes the immense power of living in the present moment. Sincero uses the pigeon pose in yoga as a metaphor for how our minds get stuck worrying about the future or ruminating on the past, causing us to miss the full-blown miracle happening right now. She argues that everything we desire, the money, the love, the opportunities, already exists in the present, much like electricity existed before the light bulb was invented to manifest it. By being present and connected to source energy, we become open to downloading the ideas and seizing the opportunities that are all around us. Chapter 4. The Big Snooze. Sincero redefines the ego as the big snooze, or BS. The big snooze is the shadow self, the part of us that operates from fear and our limiting subconscious beliefs. Its main job is to keep us safely confined within our comfort zone. Its opposite is our true self, or higher self, which is connected to source energy, operates from love, and is committed to our limitless potential. When we decide to wake up from the big snooze and make big changes, it will often create chaos and self-sabotage in an attempt to pull us back into familiar territory. Sincero warns that when taking great leaps forward, life often turns to shit before it turns to shinola. Chapter 5. Self-perception is a zoo. This chapter is about the choice to believe in our own greatness. Sincero points out the absurdity of how we can see the brilliance in others but struggle to see it in ourselves. The core message is, it's just as easy to believe we're awesome as it is to believe we're giant sucking things. It takes the same amount of energy, so we should choose the more empowering belief. The chapter ends with a powerful series of affirmations. You are a badass. You are loved. You are perfect. You are the only you there ever will be, and your job is to share your unique brilliance with the world.
Part 3. How to tap into the mother lode. This section offers spiritual and mental tools for manifesting an awesome life. Chapter 10. Meditation 101. Meditation is presented as a fundamental practice for connecting with source energy. Its goal is to quiet the mental chatter so you can hear your inner guidance. The benefits are numerous. It brings you into the present, raises your frequency, relaxes you, and strengthens your intuition. Sincero offers several techniques, including basic meditation, focusing on the breath, guided meditation, and chanting. The key is to make it a consistent practice, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day. Chapter 11. Your brain is your bitch. This chapter asserts that our thoughts are the most powerful tools we have to create our realities. A crucial principle is introduced. You have to change your thinking first, and then the evidence appears. We mistakenly demand to see evidence before we believe. Your job isn't to know the how, but to know the what and be open to receiving the how. Sincero offers several methods to master your mind, including act as if, believe in what you want, even with no evidence, and act as if it's already happening. Make a vision board. Our minds think in images, so feeding them pictures of your desired reality is a powerful way to manifest it. Chapter 12. Lead with your crotch. Using the story of her first, completely unskilled but wildly enthusiastic band called Crotch, Sincero highlights the power of a beginner's mindset. When we're young, we often dive into things with a reckless why-not attitude that leads to spectacular results. As we get older, we become weighed down by what-ifs. The lesson is to recapture that spirit. A key takeaway is the motto, I just want to see what I can get away with. This removes pressure and reframes challenges as an adventure. Chapter 13. Give and let give. This chapter explores the universal law of giving and receiving. Sincero argues that giving is one of the most powerful gestures there is. When we give freely from a place of abundance and trust, we raise our frequency and put ourselves in a position to receive more in return. In contrast, holding on to what we have out of fear creates a frequency of lack, which only attracts more lack. The universe operates on a cycle of flow. The more you give, the more you receive. Chapter 14. Gratitude, the gateway drug to awesomeness. Gratitude is described as a powerful tool for connecting to source energy and manifesting desires. When you are in a state of gratitude, fear disappears and abundance appears. Being grateful raises your frequency, which attracts more good things into your life. Gratitude also strengthens your faith, your ability to believe in the not yet seen. The most powerful form of manifestation is having unwavering gratitude for that which you desire before it has arrived. This signals to the universe that you know it's already yours. Chapter 15. Forgive or fester. This chapter is about the destructive power of resentment and the freedom found in forgiveness. Sincero states, Holding on to resentment is like taking poison and waiting for your enemies to die. Forgiveness isn't for the other person. It's about taking care of you. It's about choosing to feel good over being right. She offers techniques for forgiveness, such as finding compassion by imagining the person as a small child acting out of fear, and deciding you'd rather be happy than right. Chapter 16. Loosen Your Bone, Wilma. Recounting a chaotic but joyful 12-hour bus ride in India, Sincero illustrates the importance of going with the flow. Instead of being rigid and stressed by unexpected delays and detours, her fellow passengers embrace the experience, joining in wedding parades and impromptu temple tours. The lessons are to expect and enjoy the unexpected, live in the moment, and find the humor in situations. The final advice is simply to loosen your bone, Wilma.
Part 4. How to Get Over Your BS Already. This section provides strategies for overcoming common forms of self-sabotage. Chapter 17. It's so easy once you figure out it isn't hard. The core message here is that your perception creates your reality. Using the metaphor of a bird repeatedly flying into a closed window when an open door is nearby, Sincero explains that we often try to get what we want in a way that isn't working because we are trapped in our stories, like, I'm not good enough, or I don't have the money. These are just stories, not truths, and they can be rewritten. We must also recognize the unhealthy perks we get from these stories, like getting to be a victim or avoiding risk, in order to let them go. Chapter 18. Procrastination, Perfectionism, and a Polish Beer Garden. Procrastination and perfectionism are exposed as popular forms of self-sabotage, rooted in fear. Sincero tells the story of getting a job she felt unqualified for and rising to the occasion, proving that often it's not a lack of experience holding us back, but a lack of determination. A key piece of advice is to remember that done is better than perfect. Just start, even if you don't feel ready, because momentum is a powerful force. Chapter 19. The Drama of Overwhelm. This chapter deconstructs the feeling of overwhelm, which Sincero calls an unnecessary drama we create for ourselves. She addresses common complaints, like there's not enough time, by explaining that time is an illusion we can learn to manage. Her solutions include chunk it down, prioritize, delegate, and get help. Chapter 20. Fear is for suckers. Fear is presented as a choice. It's a story we tell ourselves about a future that hasn't happened yet. Using a story of being in a pitch-black cave, Sincero realized she could either spiral into a panic or choose not to engage with the fear. The key is to have your faith be greater than your fear. On the other side of your fear is your freedom. Methods for overcoming fear include viewing it from the future. It will seem small in retrospect. And flipping it. Focus on the fear of not doing the thing. Chapter 21. Millions of Mirrors. This chapter explains that other people act as mirrors for us. The things that bother us most about others are often a reflection of something we don't like or are insecure about in ourselves. We can use irritating people as valuable opportunities for growth by asking ourselves what part of us is being reflected. This requires owning your ugly and being willing to look at your own projections instead of just blaming others. Part 5. How to Kick Some Ass. This final part is a call to action, offering strategies to make profound changes. Chapter 22. The Sweet Life. Using the poignant examples of her aging father and cat, Sincero delivers a simple but powerful message. Live your life to the fullest, right now. Don't wait until you're less busy, richer, or ready to do the things you want to do and to appreciate the people you love. Your life is happening now, so don't snooze and lose. Chapter 23. The Almighty Decision. A true, non-negotiable decision is presented as the critical step to achieving any goal. Sincero uses the story of Henry Ford, who relentlessly demanded that his engineers build the V8 engine they insisted was impossible. So often we pretend we've made a decision when we've really just signed up to try until it gets too uncomfortable. A real decision means you keep going no matter what. The chapter emphasizes that the only failure is quitting. Everything else is just gathering information. Chapter 24. Money, your new best friend. This is a deep dive into wealth consciousness. Sincero shares her story of buying an expensive Audi instead of a sensible Honda, which forced her to up-level her beliefs about what was possible for her financially. Money is described as energy, and to attract it, you must align your energy with it. This means healing your relationship with money and getting rid of limiting beliefs like money is the root of all evil or rich people are greedy. Key actions include coming from a place of abundance, getting clear on your financial goals, raising your frequency, and taking decisive action. Chapter 25. Remember to surrender. Surrender is explained not as giving up, but as letting go energetically after you've done all you can. Using the metaphor of chasing a butterfly, Sincero explains that when we want something too desperately, our needy energy can push it away. Surrendering is about having faith that the universe will deliver, creating space for what you want to come to you. Your faith in the universe must be stronger than your fear of not getting what you want. Chapter 26. Doing versus spewing. This chapter is about the critical difference between talking about changing your life and actually doing the work. Sincero notes that most people are unwilling to get uncomfortable enough to truly change. Success requires making a habit of stepping outside your comfort zone. New level, new devil means that every time you grow, you will face new challenges you've never experienced before. The key is to keep pushing through them instead of shrinking back. Chapter 27. Beam Me Up, Scotty. The book concludes with the final uplifting call to action. Sincero shares a story about her 100-year-old grandmother who, after witnessing a century of unbelievable technological change, adopted a why not attitude towards the seemingly impossible. The final message is to pursue your dreams with the belief that anything is possible and available to you. You are here to shine your unique light on the world. The book ends as it began. You are a badass.
And there you have it. A complete journey through Jen Sincero's You Are a Badass. From understanding how our subconscious beliefs were formed to embracing radical self-love to taking decisive, unapologetic action, the message is clear. The life you desire is not only possible, it's waiting for you. Remember the core lessons. Your thoughts create your reality. Gratitude is your superpower. Forgiveness sets you free. And the most important decision you can ever make is the one to go after your dreams no matter what. The information is no longer just on the pages of a book. It's now with you. The only thing left to do is to take that first step, to make that one powerful decision to believe in your own greatness. Because the truth is, and always has been, you are a badass.